welcome to the Mayfair Games White Glove demo for the Catan Dice Game. Glover's very excited because he really likes dice games. More so than, say, Slapjack. Just like in the Settlers of Catan, the Catan Dice Game has you building roads, settlements, and cities, as well as recruiting knights. Like Settlers, you have 5 resources to build with: clay, wood, ore, grain, and wool. You also have gold, 2 of which can be used for any one resource that you need. Instead of a board, each player has a score pad to keep track of what they have built and scored. The green side of the score sheet is for the basic game. The red bordered side is a slightly different way of playing the game. We'll start with the basic side. On your turn, you roll all 6 dice. After you roll, you may keep any of the dice that you want and re-roll any of the dice that you would like to change. You may re-roll dice twice, for a total of 3 rolls on your turn. You may re-roll dice that you had previously set aside, and you may stop at any point that you have the dice that you want. The costs of building in the dice game are the same as they are in Settlers. If you have rolled a wood and a brick, you can build a road. Roads must be built connected to roads you've already built, starting at the road with the arrow. Roads are worth 1 point when they're built. For a wood, brick, grain, and wool, you can build a settlement on your score pad. At the beginning of the game, you can already build the 3-point settlement. Settlements are worth more points as you build more, but you must build them in order, and you must have a road touching any building that you build. You can also build as many things as your dice will allow, whether they be the same thing or different things. If you can roll 2 grain and 3 ore, you can build a city. Cities are worth a lot of points, and even more as you build more. But again, you must build them in order, and you have to have roads to their locations to build them. You must build 2 roads in order to build your first city. Just like in Settlers, you can earn a knight with wool, ore, and grain. You have to build the knights in order, but as they don't have roads leading to them, you may build them whenever you have the resources. Knights have one more important use. Let's say you are 1 ore resource short of building a city. Once per game, each knight that you have claimed will let you change 1 die to the resource shown by that knight. By marking that you're using the knight, you can then change 1 die to the value you want. You've built your city. All 5 resources have knights representing them. The 6-point knight will let you change 1 die to any resource that you want. A basic game of Catan Dice lasts 15 rounds. When you score points during a turn, you mark the number of points you earned in the next empty score box. If you are unable to score any points on a turn, you score -2 points for that turn. Sorry, Glover. Once all 15 boxes have been filled, add up your points. You have now played a game of the Catan Dice Game, and the person with the most points is the winner. Glover, check your math. The variant game is new to the deluxe version of the Catan Dice Game. It changes a few rules to increase the player competition. In this game, you still have to build roads, settlements, cities, and knights. And you still must build roads to any building that you want to build. However, now settlements are worth 1 point and cities are worth 2, just as in the Settlers of Catan. Roads are important, but not worth any points. You may build knights in any order, and those with resource symbols may be used just as in the basic game. You must build both knights and a pair of knights in order to use a wild symbol. Two other things are included from the Settlers of Catan: largest army and longest road. If you are the first player to build 3 knights, use a game piece to show that you have earned largest army, worth 2 points. If someone builds more knights than you, it can be taken away. The first person to build to the marked road on the map earns the longest road 2-point bonus. Remember that the longest road does not include the spur roads to the cities. The first player to 10 victory points is the winner. And that's our demo of the Catan Dice Game. It's a short game that's fun, portable, and Glover, you're stuck in the dice cup again, aren't you?